Hi everyone, and welcome to Passionate Perseverance Tarot. Thank you so much for joining in today. Today I wanted to go ahead and dedicate a little bit more time to the ongoing search efforts for me as a reader, trying to put the breadcrumbs that I feel Jack keeps showing us, put those breadcrumbs together to make more sense, right? To make more sense with our magnifying glass. These are the first two cards I had coming out. I'm going to be reading for the energy of Jack and Lilly Sullivan, the two missing children from the Nova Scotia area. I've done multiple readings. I just want to make sure that I'm dedicating some energy each day and see what comes out, just because I feel them very strongly, and I think we're getting closer to having clarity. This magnifying glass says showing proof, validation, confirmation, and finding the truth. We will never give up hope finding the truth. It's not going to happen. There will be located. They absolutely will be located, because we're going to put all these breadcrumbs together and it will ripple out and make a difference in the energy. I'm never going to have all of the information correct, all right? I'm an intuitive tarot reader, psychic medium, but I'm growing, I'm learning, and this is helping me really dial in on the energy. Now, this getting crumbs does have them like sitting next to water, so I want to dive deeper there, but I'm just going to go through some questions that are asked in the chat and see if we can get clarity. So some of your viewers' questions. And this says, you deserve more than crumbs of affection. Wait for the one who adores you. But I just keep getting pulled to like the crumbs, right? Like Jack and Lily were getting the crumbs. And I feel that towards like they just weren't getting the attention that they needed to, or there wasn't the attention they needed at that time. I don't think that's how it always was, right? There's beautiful photos of these kids. These kids were loved, and there were people that loved them. However, there was also something subversive going on, and there were people that didn't have their best interest at heart. So that's where we got to shine this magnifying glass. And we're going to try to uncover that and unpack that. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for continuing to support with your energy, sending out love and light and prayers, and hoping that this does come to a resolution very soon and that they are located. Now, I'm just reading in because if you haven't familiarized yourself with some of my other readings, please do so, because I'm just jumping right in, okay? And again, this is my opinion, no fact here. And I had someone ask that they always felt like they were underwater, being anchored down, possibly with cement blocks. I want to ask specifically about that because, I'm getting chills right away. So I do have chills for that. And I want to ask just because as of recent, I've been pulled more to water. I think for me as a reader, it would be in the shallow water, maybe even dug up in the water and like put in that way. But I have been more pulled to water than in the beginning. In the beginning, I kept getting in the earth. So I just want to go ahead and ask, and we'll see what comes out for that question specifically. So we're going to phrase it. Are the children underwater? Let's ask that first. Are the children in their current physical location? Look at that. So there's water. However, I don't think it's just water. And what I mean by that is every time I get this like halfway, so it could be, oh, look at how the child is here. Okay, I don't think you can see it. I just set this down and see how the child's peeking. I think they're half. They're like half in water, half not in water. I don't know how that would be possible. Maybe if they were like something's exposed, not exposed. There's something half. There's something about half here. Because you can see here, like half exposed, half not exposed. So maybe half in, half out. I'm going to have to get clarity on that. But it's funny how this fell confirming that, right? There's the child. Woo. All right. I'm going to go to that deck to get clarity because it's pulling me in. Half seen, half not seen. They could have been put in something. Half of that could be exposed, right? So they might have been put in something that we visibly can see half of it. What I think of when I think of something like that is a well, right? I just split the deck and I have this card coming out and then see it from a different perspective, which is pulling me into this as maybe a well. We'll look again, okay? I've been pulled to that previously. And then I have the passing card coming out. So their resting place currently, like right now, the physical location for the two, and see how it gets pulled to this dark hole. What's this one that didn't come up? What's this one? The Empress. The Empress, which for me every time has been Malaya's energy, the mother's energy. So I've consistently gotten her as the Empress coming out, and I have Nightmare Situation. But I do feel as though she knows more and can shine a light on this. Now, if you've watched my previous readings, I do feel as though she's currently working with authorities to shine a light on this. All right. We don't have all that information presented to us, the public. I think that will come to fruition. We'll learn that moving forward as everything evolves. But look at, I get the tree. This came out before. Like the two hanging, the two cups hanging, the loss, the tree is here. And then it's showcasing having to shine a light on the location. So even if she doesn't think she knows where the location is, I believe, in my opinion, she knows. Look how there's the stars above her. There's the stars above her. As the crown, like needing to shine a light. And I always get pulled to the star as being important. And then I have the sun in reverse, S-O-N, for Jack's energy, fallen sun here. And pain, misery, sorrow, deceit, deception, trickery with the Three of Swords. Loss is what I'm hearing loss. Okay, let's ask, because it came out like this, I was just going to say a well in the tower is here. So it does feel as though it could be a well that they were put in, or something that would resemble a well or well-like. I think wells would have concrete, and they could be suspended in a well, right? You can be in and out of a well. You can be half in, half out, and there's water in a well. They're dark, a dark place, and there could be a lid, which could have a star over it, because I'm constantly getting that star. Now, we'll pull on that, but let me just see. I'm being led to this deck. It's the Repair, Evolution, Growth Oracle deck. And see how there's the water rippling out? That's pulling me in, and it's like exploding in my ear right now. Like, I'm just hearing it like a, oh gosh, I don't know. Like, not like a sonic boom, but as this, look at that. As like, this says passion ignited. If I had to explain in an image what I'm feeling in my ear, it's that. It's that. Thank you. All right. Like this. Aha, epiphany, awakening journey, passion ignited, follow the signs. Okay. I split the deck. Full circle. Does that not look like a well? Does that not look like the hole? The hole that we had over here? I know it's a tent. It could be like a triangle top. Oh crap, I just had a vision. Okay, I forgot about this. Yesterday when I was driving, now this is not a well and this is not near water, but it's something that could be similar, or it's at least connecting these breadcrumbs, because it's trying to get all these breadcrumbs connected, okay, in the energy. So I was driving to one of my daughter's sporting events. This was yesterday, and those, I want to say they're grain silos. They're big, that farmers keep grain in, and there would be 5 or more. They're silver usually in color, and they have this type of top, like a triangle top. I kept getting triangle top. Oh, it's right in my hand. I kept getting this type of top. They look just like this, to be honest. Now, the one that I passed had a star on top, like a big star, and it lights up at night. I don't know if that could be something, right? Or something similar that has a big star over top. Something along those lines. But it feels even like this, like the inside of it would look like this. I don't know if they're silos, but it just took me back to that. So I feel as though if it is a well of some sort, it would be like covered like that with either a tent top or a triangle top or some sort of top. And then but this has water, so it could be something like that that's being reused, like the silo for the water. But that's what I had seen. Let me just see. I hope I'm making sense. I'm sorry. Let me just check see if there's anything else that Justice wants to come out. So I have Justice right there. And then is there anything more from this deck that would help bring clarity in regards to location? And we have the water, shallow water again. And see how there's the cement? This is more like a tunnel or a bridge. But we're circling around all of these similar type structures. Okay. Let me go back to the question and see underwater being anchored down, possibly with cement blocks. Okay. Let's ask that whole question. Are they underwater being anchored down? Holy shit. Look at that. Look at that when I split the deck. And having to observe them somehow. Let me see. Binoculars are there. But see how it's... This is showing observing. I get chills. This is like at an edge of concrete. Like what's on the other side of this? What's on the other side of this? And here's the concrete, and here's an anchor, and here's string. So it feels as though and here's my water. It's the emotion. So I feel like they're in something. They're together in something that would be well-like. And could have a top that is tent-like or... yeah, it's like they were shoved in a bottle. I just see like bottled up barrel, but a top that would be maybe tent-like. I don't know how there could be, if it's tent-like top, how it would be like a star above it. But let's just see if we get clarity. In regards, I'm going to pull, whoop, what's this one? Ascending. The star is above it. It's above. Okay. In the sky. Thank you. In the sky. So... when I saw the star, it's up high. And I keep going back and forth in the energy of if the star that I keep getting pulled to, patterns matter. When I get the same energy coming out time and time and time and time and time again, it's showing like, for me, right? And I'm not trying to be negative to myself, but it's like, hey, dum-dum, wake up to this sign. Like, we keep showing you. And I'm trying to put that piece together, but... it's not always easy. So what I feel pulled to is it's higher up. So for me, what I'm picking up on in the energy as a star, something that has like 5 points and important, is up above them with the ascending card. And then I see it as the kite up here. So it's something that's up above them. Let me try to get further clarity in regards to, yeah, up above them. See, like the roller coaster even goes up higher. So this would be something that would be seen in the air above them. Yes, I just got clarity from another deck that was showing me that. Yes, with the owl. So that's a yes. It's up above. And this is saying, keep going, right? Pursuit, chasing, persistence, hunting down, resilient. We're not going to give up. We're going to figure this out. And then it's going to ripple out in the energy, and it's going to make a difference. All right, so let me go to this deck and just see. This one's calling me in. This is the Four of Swords. It's above their physical current location. Oh my God, this is the Four of Swords. Confirmation. Above. And then look at this. The owl. We were just talking about the owl. So we had the Four of Swords, their physical location, where they are currently, a resting place. A resting place is what, you know, it physically means. Or the card, Four of Swords. And then we have the owl, the Five of Pentacles. And the owl is above. So now, this is not terribly high above, but it's above. So I feel it's like something in the sky. Or at least above to the extent of you would notice it, right? Let me just see. Six of Cups is the children together. This looks like a well. Like the elephants in the water together. the two elephants in the water together under this web of lies, 7 of Pentacles, with the spider under this web of lies. And this is the children put in. And here's the passing right there with the owl. It's like thrown into the thorns. I've gotten thorns before too, and this owl has, look at, has the mouse, the innocent. All right, let me just see if there's anything more from this deck that would bring clarity. This one right here wants to come out. The Ace of Cups. Lilly. Lily's energy, and I didn't notice it before, and now she's showing me. So I know we've gotten flowers that could be possibly in the area as well, but that's her energy coming out. I just want to see, there's the star above the cup. There's a star above it. So here, 10 of Cups, but see the star above? There's some sort of actual physical star, it is what I keep getting. And my ears ringing. I think there's some sort of physical landmark or decoration, because what I had seen on those silos would be like a Christmas decoration. It's a Christmas decoration that they decided to keep up all year. And it's hanging up there, and it pulls you in, like you see it. I have the 3 of Swords. Look at that, the heart that is just like suspended. Okay, let me try to get clarity. Shoot, I was gonna go through and just ask questions, but see, whenever I have a plan, Spirit leads me elsewhere. I'm so sorry, everyone. But let me just see. I do feel like they're being weighed down in some way too. So the person that asked that, I definitely agree with what you're saying, but I feel it's different than how we're envisioning it. Okay, at least for me. But I think we're definitely getting close to the energy, in regards to them being held down with cement. I think so. I think they're being held down with cement in some way. I'll clarify from another deck. This one wants to come out too. Yeah, the 2 of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles energy. Not able to move, stuck. Let me just see. Let's go to this deck and see what comes out. In regards to, are they being, yeah, look at that. This says book. It looked like a grave. And I was pulled into like cement, but these are books. Look at that. And we've been pulled into the book lately of coming forward and bringing forth new information, something being revealed in a book. I'll put this here because I feel pulled into it. Let me just get clarity in regards to, yeah, the Tower. I think that they're in some way, shape, or form being held down. And I feel like it is definitely, oh, there, look at that. So they're being anchored down by cement is what I would agree with. I feel that in the energy. We'll know when everything comes to light and unfolds. But it's been a consistent pattern as of late in the energy. And then I just got this with the number 11. The number 11 for me is showing me I'm on the right path. And then I have the actual graves that I thought I had seen. Okay. All right. So we got at least the one question answered, everybody. Thank you. I'll see. Woo! Oh, the key just fell on the floor. I didn't take it. There's a key. Shoot. Let me get it. Because it's important in regards to the key in finding. I'm being told the Jack is showing me this key because I see the sun and Jack and Lily. I'm sorry, underneath the key is The fish. Oh my gosh. All right, hold on. I'm just getting message after message after message. It's all right here. Okay. The fish, which if you've seen before, I had the fish that came out before, and Lily kept showing me the fish as like the two fish. Isn't this interesting? These fish are not in the water. It's like in but out. Half in, half out. Jack's energy is showing a key, like the key to putting all of this together with the key. And then here's Lily's energy. So I have Jack and Lily's energy. There's also a book as being important. The fish, I got chills for the book. Okay. And then, oh my goodness. This coffin, the water, it's like in and out of water. In, but out of water. Okay. Let's see if we can find any type of clarity on that. Stuck and tied down. Feeling like cement is tying them down. All right. Just because we've had that come out in the energy. I do feel like there's rope also. Tied up. And then like suspended. That would make sense as to why we get feeling of being suspended. And then let me just see, is there anything further that would bring clarity in, yeah, the in and out of water. Look at, with the 8 of Cups, it's like coming out of water, but like right there, in and out of water. Now, it doesn't have to be like a landscape like this. It could be that there's water in something like the well, like we had talked about, or a barrel, or some structure. Okay, let's see. And then I have the sun. Jack's energy is coming through strong. Him and Lily have been so strong in their energy. It's constant. So I want to get clarity. Now I'm looking up at the rainbow. Thank you. This star that's above, I got pulled in because I see the rainbow. It pulled me back into ascending. And for me, this is taking a look at the star that I keep getting pulled to by... See? It's above them. Because I get pulled to this energy by Jack and Lily. Both have showed me a star above them in some way. It could be a lid because now I see all these lids. But what I felt pulled to was something up high. So let's see. In regards to... Oh, yeah, see it from a different perspective. Hanging. Look at it from a different angle. It's above them, though. Because, see, this would be above. So, is it a decoration, right? Let's just go through and ask what this star is. Is it a decoration? Is it an emblem? I'm just looking for a deck quick. Give me one moment, everybody. All right. We'll see. I don't love using the yes/no deck, but I felt called to it, so I'll do it for right now, and we'll see. In regards to, I feel pulled to steps, the bridge steps. Steps in a bridge. Here's the key. The key is under the steps. I've been pulled to steps before. Could be like steps that look like this, old steps that are also close by, steps that lead up to like a well, steps that lead down to the water. There's something more about these steps and being important in a location. So I think that there's steps, and there's the rope. There's the rope. Now there's a lighthouse in reverse. I did want to ask about a lighthouse today, so I'm going to put that there because I think it's reminding me. It could be a lighthouse. Could there? Yes, there could be a lighthouse. Yes. Okay, there could be a lighthouse. Yes, look at that. Floating and not floating. See? Like... So there could be a lighthouse that's close by also, because I felt pulled to the lighthouse. I know I've gotten questions about that before. I'm going to ask specific. I keep getting yes for the lighthouse. Yes, yes. So, let me go to another deck and I'll ask about that. Now it's leading me away from the question I came here for. Oh, the star. Could the lighthouse be the star? Could there... Wow, hold on, because the lighthouse here has one of those tops that's kind of like tent-like top. Is the lighthouse connected to the star? Let's ask that. Is the lighthouse somehow connected to the star that we keep getting a message of? Is this lighthouse, is there a lighthouse connected to the star message? Is there, oh, King of Swords. Now it's taking me back to a book. Book, star. Book, star. What is this book? Clarify. I do feel like it's the children's. Or has information on the children. So it's either the children's or it has information on the children. Now, it doesn't have to be an actual book, but I keep seeing it as a book. It would be communication or something written down or documents, or it could even be like on a phone. It's something that is a piece of the puzzle that will point the finger at the subversiveness. The people that came up with a plan of what to do with the children. So, in regards to, I'm hearing there's the Eight of Wands, communication coming in. I still feel as though Malaya's energy is going to come forward and with shocking news and some about the location, or coming forward with information. I'm still feeling pulled to that. I'm going to hold out hope and send that out into the energy. I have the sun coming out for that. Jack's energy coming forward for that. So I'm holding out hope. There she is. There she is. Empress. So I'm holding out hope that that will happen, and that will be the piece of the puzzle that we need to locate Jack and Lilly. The location where they physically are with the four. Oh, that's the Three of Swords. I thought it was the Four of Swords. My apologies, everyone. But justice is underneath that. So justice coming in. There's a book. There's a journal. And then look at a book. So there's information, and I think proof, some sort of proof. Now, it doesn't have to be in a book. It could have been on a phone. It could have been information taken on the children, but there's some sort of hard evidence that is like black and white, plain as day, that I think is going to bring clarity and will allow the search efforts, because we'll locate the children. Page of Pentacles. This is Lily's energy coming in strong. And now look at this. It's a tower in the background, but doesn't it look like a lighthouse here? It almost looks like it's going to point in that direction. It's going to point in that direction somehow. So, I don't know if it's showing me like the book, whatever that information is, will lead to the star, which is the location of where they are, because that would be above them. Or it will shine a light as to where they are, at a minimum. I have the Queen of Pentacles coming out. I'll put that there. I don't know why that Queen of Pentacles is here. Malaya's come out as the Queen of Pentacles sometimes. Not often. But what I feel pulled to is her energy evolving, shifting, growing in strength, and stepping up and taking charge. And so that could be showcasing her energy on her path, gaining the confidence to come forward and speak her truth and say what needs to be said and move forward, which I do feel is happening with law enforcement. We're just not aware of it, and I'm holding out hope that that is unfolding in real time. Okay. All right, everyone. Shoot, I don't think I'm gonna have time for other questions. I know I just got to the one. I do want to dig a little bit deeper because we have the lighthouse now, and I just want to know about the star, if it's an actual physical. Oh, I'm being pulled to this deck. Like a physical landmark in some way. Clarify the message, the repeated message from Lilly of the star above the resting place. Clarify this top one. Oh, it's hitting me. 9 of Pentacles. And this got 2. Page of Swords. I gotta ask for further clarity on that. It's for me a yes, as far as a physical, something in the physical, tangible, able to like see it and then dial in. And then I have this, like, some sort of physical that would be above. That would be above. All right, let me just get clarity though for, oh my goodness, that would be above the 2. The 4 of Swords again, where they are in the physical, and the 2 of them, where they are in the physical. So yes, that's a yes. There's something that you can see that looks like a star. This like looks like a star. And they are some way, shape, or form under that. I know, oh my goodness, there it is. I know I sound like a broken record, but I have not been able to figure out exactly what that is. So I'm trying my best because I think that that will really help hone in on this location. Now, let me ask again. I'm going to go to another deck because I think I might have something in this deck that would help bring clarity. I don't know for sure. Let's see. Yeah. All right, let's see what comes out from this deck. The keys are on the back, and I kept seeing the key, and we have the lighthouse, so, and there could be stairs, but let's just see in regards to the star. Does it have anything to do with a lighthouse? Wow, look at that light. Look at that. Look at that. Light. I mean, do I have another one that says house? There's not, but that's insane to me. That's it. That feels like a yes. And it looks like it's like at the water's edge, which a lighthouse would be at the water's edge. My ear's really ringing for this. I don't think I've ever dialed into a lighthouse like this before, so I don't know anything more from this deck that wants to come out. New beginnings, solitude, and hope. Did something just move? I feel like I just heard something move, but I don't think I bumped the table. All right, let me... So don't give up hope. We have the rainbow, so it's up. It's up. The confirmation of something above. Look at this. It's like standing like a lighthouse on the edge. And we have new beginnings. I'm just getting the message. What is that? I keep hearing something move. I don't see anything. Alright. It's like, look at fairy spotting. Like, see? The energy. It ripples out. I keep hearing something, and then I'm like, that is so weird. And then I'm like, well, it's probably my imagination. And then here comes the fairy spotting. So it was pulling me into this card right here, which is supposed to be in this deck, and it's not. And it's like, what was once lost will now be found. What was once lost will now be found. So I'm feeling really, really strongly that the energy is shifting and the children will be located. I'm going to this deck now and this deck. All right, let's confirm. Clarify in the energy. Show me, is a lighthouse involved in, I keep seeing light. Look at that. It's not, it's the Six of Ariel, but it's the same image of the light. Look at that. If you can see. And there's a rainbow above both. And there's apples in that one, that image. Jack's always shown the apples also. But balancing the scales. Having to look and actually open something to see. Having to look and actually open something to find them. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's that. Look at. Okay. So no matter what, I'm getting pulled to light, light, light. There's some sort of light. So if it's not a lighthouse, the star maybe lights up, because that's what I had seen. And let's ask that in regards to, look at that. It's the same image. They must reuse this. And it's not going to be every image. I'll show you in a moment. But I think the star lights up. It could be attached to a lighthouse. It doesn't have to be. But I think there's a star that's above that's illuminated. There's a plane in this. Look at that. There's a plane coming in. So whatever the star is actually lights up, because look, see, I see it coming in, like lighting the way. Actually lights up. All right, let's ask one more time and see what comes out. In regards to this physical, tangible star, is it actually lit up? Does it light up? This one came out at me. It lights the way. It's the path forward. It's the path forward. I'm just taking this in because it's the path forward. And this is the path less traveled, because see how there's this easy path and then there's this hard path? And it's showing it's really, I'll show you that. It's really showing having to search for the light. All right. If you can see here too, like there's not, all these cards don't have like a pink, you know what I mean? They're all different. So it came out 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if I had the one card that I'm seeing in my mind's eye. Is this a light? It's a light. Okay. Is it associated with a lighthouse at all? Is it associated with an actual lighthouse? Is it associated with an actual lighthouse? No. Okay. But it is a light somehow. Yes. Yes. So it's a light somehow on, they're under it. Okay. A statue maybe? Something that's lit up. something that would be lit up and then would follow that in. All right, let me just see if I can. Oh, wow. I have two like statues, or like feeling like a statue. Woo! Oh, man. Oh, man. Sorry about that. All right, my energy's running a little low. I'm going to check 2 more things and then we'll take a break, because I was trying to do shorter readings and here I am. No, I didn't do a shorter reading. Okay. In regards to the light that is lit up, what is it on? What is it on? A plane? It doesn't have to be a plane, just something in the sky. I feel something in the sky. Okay. I wonder if there's any of like the towers, or like sometimes the towers have something that looks like a star. There'd be lights on this. What a hard way to get to just a tower with lights on it, if that's what it is. And then they could be under it. No. No, not just a tower with lights on it. No. Okay. So it's something more than just a tower with lights on it. Or like, you know, a cell phone tower, that type of structure. Yes, it's something more. Okay. Yes, it's something more. Okay. Fish. There's the fish. Also with the yes. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you to Jack's Energy. He's like, you're putting the pieces of the puzzle together. Yes, you're putting the pieces of the puzzle together. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Oh, thank you, cutie. Okay. So I got yeses. We're gonna continue to search, everyone. I will come back tomorrow and do some more. Try to dive a little bit deeper and see what we have come out. But I'm just want to see if anything from this deck wants to come out. There it is. Oh my God. It's a well. And looking in the well. And there's the call. So this is showing I'm being pulled to a well now. Let me just see. I don't know if I have any other deck that would confirm a well, but we've really had it coming out in the energy. And I have the 3 of water and the 6 of air. I don't know if there could be... This is talking to me about what's above them. And seeing it from a different perspective. With the 3 of water here, it's showing me to really... Let me get one more card for clarity. Yeah, look at that. It's the Ace of Fire, but with the fire and the water, it's really showing for me like the as above, so below energy, but it's where there's something above that's identifiable that would be lit up and would show the path to finding them below. We have all the elements here, minus earth. Let me just see what comes out. Is there anything more that would bring clarity? King of water. And the page of earth. So the king of water and the page of earth. This is the fairy that led me to what once was lost will now be found. And is that a star emblem? My eyes are so shot when it comes to trying to look at stuff like this now. My apologies, but if you can see, it's above, and it's the key that will help shine the light in the way in. Okay. All right, everyone. That is where I'm leaving it for today. I am drained. I appreciate everyone very much. We will continue to keep searching and keeping hope alive in the energy. I'm sending out love and light.